Hello fellow cosplayers, and welcome back to my channel. So, in today's video, first of all, I decided I'm gonna take a break from the Scary Stories and Makeup with Auntie Winter series. I might do another episode during spooky season, I might not, but I just kind of wanted to take a break just to get back and do some normal video. If you guys are new to my channel, or if you're not, or whatever the case may be, or you're just stopping in here to say hi, basically almost every year for Halloween, I always do something Tim Burton for the past 3 years. Damn, I can't believe that it's been that long. And I thought I cannot get by Halloween without doing something Tim Burton this year either, and therefore I decided I would do Jack Skellington. A gender-bent version of Jack Skellington, to be precise. But before I get into this video, be sure to subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell, because during the month of October, I'm uploading a lot of spooky, scary, creepy SFX Halloween content for y'all. You can also find me on my TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. All those links will be listed in the description below. And enough with the chit-chat, let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to be starting out with white from my Kryolan TV paint stick. I am starting to hit pan on, and I'm just basically doing it over here and on my neck. And although I like body paints, I prefer to use a cream paint for stuff like this because I feel like using face paint for like a white base starts to look very patchy. So I prefer to use cream paint for these kind of looks. And after that, I am then taking a latex sponge and I am using that to blend in the cream paint. And really, when I started blending this in, I realized it started to get a little bit blotchy. So then I just went in with a dense fluffy brush to just blend it in even more, and that did make a lot wonder. So that's just a pro tip. I'd recommend using like a dense brush like that because it just blends on a lot better. And then after that, I am then taking some more cream paint and just doing it in layers to like kind of like build out the whiteness I want, but depending on how much you can add as many or as little layers as you want. Okay, so now that that is done, I am going to then cake this face with the Arsenio no color powder, because after you use grease paint, you always must use powder, otherwise it's going to smudge all over the place. Next, I am then drawing on the eyes using my Tag Body Art paint, and this is a wax-based, water-activated paint. So basically what that means is that it will apply on a little bit thicker than a glycerin-based paint, such as like Graftobian Pro Paint or Maroon Paradise paint. But you can basically use any brand of face paint you want. It does not really matter. You just gotta like really make sure that you know the difference and know what you're getting into before you do this. You don't have to, but it is what I would recommend. And then I'm just going in and filling it in. Again, this may not be... Again, because it's thicker, it's better for line work, so it might not be the best thing to do this with. I would recommend getting something like Maroon Paradise paint or Graftobian Pro paint. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the black from my Morphe. And I'm going to just be setting this thing in because I find after you use water activated paint, especially wax paint, it can get a little bit patchy, so I find that going over with an eyeshadow, with a matte eyeshadow that is I am then taking the same black shade again, and I am using that to do some shading. Now, I just want to make a disclaimer. I understand if you guys don't want to use this shade mainly because I am mainly due to the fact of like the recent scandals that have been happening in the past couple months. I understand if you guys may not want to buy this palette or support Morphe in general because Morphe is Animal Drive. All of those I completely understand, so all in all, you can just use any black shadow from any palette, any place you want. You do not have to use this exact shadow. And then for the lips, I am taking my MAC lipstick in the Spirit and while just applying it on my lips. Although you can probably use any black lipstick that you have. A lot of Halloween stores should have black lipstick available at this time. Okay, so now that the lips are done, they're not completely done. I am then just drawing on like a lip thing for where I'm gonna do stitches. And I wonder what I should call this. I feel like it should be this new Jack Skellington. I'm feeling like it could be Joan Skellington. Or maybe not Joan Skellington. Jill Skelington. I'll call her Jill Skelington. I am then taking the same black shadow again, and I am shading that around the little scar-like smile things to make it look a little bit more realistic and add a lot more depth. I am then taking my tag body art paint again, and I am using that to start drawing on the little dots where the stitches are gonna go. I am then taking more black face paint and just very, very diluting it to make it just look very, very realistic and not so opaque, and I'm using that to draw on the stitches. Okay, so now that that's done, I am then just taking some white and highlighting. This part I feel is the most trickiest because it's very hard to do. And that completes my video for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Honestly, I really like the way this turned out, and I feel like this looks really, really scary. Like, this, I feel, would keep children up at night. Just like anything with black, soulless eyes really creeps me out. Like, look. Yeah, so, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like this video if... Really? Like this video if you've watched Nightmare Before Christmas. Like this video if you are Jack Skellington. Or like this video if you are Sally. Comment below other tutorial ideas you want to see from me so I can get some ideas from you guys. so I'm not selfish, or any other crime, like true crime or creepy stories that you would like me to tell in my Scary Stories and Makeup with Auntie Winter series. All the products used will be listed in the description below. And if you want to recreate any of my looks, be sure to tag me in them so I can see all of your guys' recreations. And yeah, until next time, bye. I have no gloves, so I'm just...